and his fraternity would like to welcome in our second day of 3 days National Webinar Lecture Series from 27 to 29 June 2020 on academic writing and research ethics, which is jointly organized by IQAC, Janata College Kabugans, and Central Library, Don Bosco College, Itanagar. I, on behalf of IQAC, Janata College Kabugans, and Central Library Don Bosco College, Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, extend my heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha, Dean and Head of Department of Library and Information Science, and also the University Librarian in charge of Ravindra Library of Assam University, Silchar. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar.
Next,
Namaskar.
next, I would like to extend my heartiest welcome to resource person of today's program, Mr. D.P. Tripathi, who is the Assistant Librarian of Biju Patnaik Central Library and also the officiating Assistant Registrar of National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, Odisha. I welcome you to sir. I also welcome Dr.
Namaskar to
Sima
all.
Ghosh, Principal in charge of Janata College Kabugans, and Father Dr. Jose George, Principal of Don Bosco College, Itanagar. Lastly, I will extend my hearty welcome to all the participants who have joined along with us and also to all the participants who have connected through Facebook Live. Now, may I request Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha, Chief Guest of today's program, to give a short inaugural speech on today's program. Sir,
Thank you, Pradeep.
thank you,
A
sir.
very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the members of the organizing committee, Sri Pradeep Kumar Singha and Sri Surchan Singha, and the whole committee members for giving me this opportunity to address the gathering and also preside over the session. Chief guest. I would like to, I'm happy to share our chief patron, Dr. Seema Ghosh, Principal in charge, Janta College, Kabuganj, and Father Dr. George, Principal, Don Bosco College, Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, and the coordinators of the program, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Singha and Mr. Surchan Singha. I am thankful to all of them for giving me this opportunity. Today we have second day of our program, that is 3-day national webinar lecture series on academic writing and research ethics. And it was started yesterday and it will continue up to 29th June 2020. Today I have been given this opportunity to introduce the session. Today's session, we have one eminent resource person with us, Dr. D.P. Tripathi sir. He is from NIT Rourkela. He is very prolific and he is also conducting so many online series of classes, seminar, webinar, etc. He is having also his librarian guide that is online platform on YouTube. And I have also seen there are many presentations uploaded on that site. All those are very much informative. So today, sir will discuss about academic writing and research ethic, how, because you know that when you conduct any research, then at the end of the research, you try to write your finding in the form of research report or MPhil or PhD thesis. Then our motto is to whatever work we have done, we have to communicate to the society, to fellow researcher, so that people will be able to understand what we are doing at our place. So academic writing is one of the important thing which makes our research showcase across the world. And for doing research, now we have research. It's one of the important aspect when we have this uh, physical form of thesis. Now we are having electronic thesis and dissertation. per our UGC guideline 2009-16 and again 2019-18 sessions, they have given more emphasis on research ethics, that is plagiarism, etc. And InfluBNet has been given the responsibility to do all this, to maintain the ETD, electronic thesis and dissertation, in the form of Sodh Ganga and Gangotri. Sodh Ganga is online platform for thesis which already awarded in the university, and Sodh Gangotri is a platform where we can upload our synopsis, a summary of synopsis in maybe 1 page or 2 page synopsis, so that people can know what is research under progress. So when we are doing research, then we have to keep more emphasis on we should be free from any plagiarism, because our paper, our research will be accepted, then it will be within 10% of similarity index. So all these things will be discussed by our respected resource person, Dr. Tripathi. And I am sure that this session will be more fruitful to us, and we would be able to learn many things from him. So without wasting any time, I would like to request Mr. Surchand Singh to give brief introduction of Dr. D.P. Tripathi, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Singh,
A
please.
very warm welcome. Yes, can you hear my voice?
Yes, you're audible. Carry on.
Okay. A very warm welcome all of you to today's webinar. It is my great privilege to introduce the resource person of today's webinar, who has a good reputation at national and international levels. He is very much familiar to all of you. He is none of other than respected and adorable D.P. Tripathi sir. Sir is a postgraduate in library information science and economics. He has 17 years of experience in managing IT resources in libraries. Presently, sir is having working at NIT Rourkela in the capacity of assistant librarian and assistant registrar officiate. Memorial Fellowship also in 2016 and completed the same at the University of East London, UK. Besides maintaining library and its services for the academic community, he has also expertise in web server, Linux OS, open source software for libraries such as Koha, DSpace, Joomla, WordPress, and Moodle. Sir has expertise in providing training and open source solution for libraries and has been giving training throughout the country and abroad as well. He is maintaining his own platform in the form of website www.dptripathi.coin for sharing information and knowledge with library professionals. He has published a book and many articles in national journals and conference proceedings. Apart from this, sir conducted many virtual workshops on WordPress, Joomla, and Moodle. So, sir is also having YouTube channel Librarian's Guide. It is my great pleasure to invite you, sir, to this forum and listen to the words from you. In this word, I wish D.P. Tripathi sir to start the speech, and now over D.P. Tripathi sir to deliver his presentation. Sir, please, sir. Hello.
Very good afternoon to you all present in this virtual meeting. I would like to express sincere thanks to the organizing team of this webinar, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Singha, Mr. Surchand Singha, the chief guest of the today's session, Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha, and all the participants who have joined in this virtual meeting. Once again, formal good afternoon to all of you, and thank you very much to the organizing team for creating this opportunity to interact with the galaxy of intellectuals from the different parts of India, and also our beloved professionals who are working in a library profession everywhere. And I hope I will be able to discuss maximum what I have been assigned to talk about. Basically, I have been given 3 topics together by Mr. Pradeep and Mr. Surchand. The academic ethics, and then the reference management tool, and also the plagiarism. So these 3 things I'll be talking about, and I guess if my speech is going to be lengthy, so I request the organizer to please stop me wherever you feel. because I will not, I don't feel that I will be able to cover in 1 hour because the things are, the session is going to be lengthy because of the three topics together. So let me share and start this session with reference management tool first, and then I'll come to the theoretical part because the practical ones we do. So when we discuss the theoretical part, it will be easy for interaction, and we also will be able to cover the practical first, and then theoretical, and then we will move towards the close of the session. If it is okay with you, then I proceed, or if you, the way you want, I can go ahead. This is my plan. So can I start with the present the Mendeley reference management tool, and then I'll be covering the theoretical part. Okay.
Okay, sir, you
So
can start.
yeah, sir, thank you very much, and I'm happy to be the part of this virtual webinar, and I'm also very happy to be uh, interacting with the participants who are really interested to learn. This is a great achievement for every professional, and it gives an opportunity for everyone to learn from each other. So I will try my level best to give maximum from my side, and in between I'll be sharing exercises also. So those who are sitting in front of computer, I will be requesting them just follow me seriously, and after every exercise, you just keep doing the practice side by side if it is possible. Otherwise, I'll be sharing all the exercises at the end of session. I'll leave the exercises with Mr. Pradeep Singha and Mr. Surchan. They will be sharing the exercises with you all. So let me share the slide first. Is my slide visible to all? I can't see.
It's not coming, sir.
It is just coming, not come yet.
Yeah, now, sir, is it okay?
No, no, sir.
Starting to share content. Yeah, now it is coming.
Yeah, it's coming,
Yes,
sir.
come.
It's coming.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. So, with kind permission of you, I'll be starting the session with reference management tool, and then I'll show you the live demonstration how to work in the Mendeley, and then I'll proceed towards the academic ethics in research writing, and also I'll be discussing the plagiarism, the different types of plagiarism, what are the different checklists we have to ensure before we publish any intellectual output, and I'll also demonstrate the report of Turnitin, that how we can reduce the plagiarism or how we can exclude those points which are irrelevant in report. So all these will be the part of discussion today. So before we begin with the practical demonstration, I will show that what is the reference management tool. Reference is very, very important in research writing, as we all know, because it gives the due credit to those who have already worked on any particular area. And if you're writing a new research proposal or research writing or any intellectual output, so if you are referring based on the research gap which you have found for new study, so if you cite those resources which you have referred at the time of literature search, and you give due credit to those researchers who have already done the work on the area where you are working as a to find some new findings. So why do we need to do this? My point is, why do we need any citation management software? I think we all are familiar with this because when we start any research writing, when we start any research proposal preparation, so we come across many documents, we come across so many new literature, and if we start doing it manually, I am 100% sure that you will all agree with me that it becomes very hectic job for a author to organize all of them manually and to cite them at the proper place and also to arrange the bibliography accordingly. It becomes very challenging task for the author. I have personally experienced this, that you will commit lot of mistakes, but the community has found a solution by giving the community a tool that is called reference management tool. Many people call it as a citation management tool also. So there are many tools like Jotero, Mendeley, InNote, Crossref, uh, uh, and in open source category and commercial category, there are many software. But for today's discussion, I have chosen the Mendeley because I find Mendeley is a very suitable tool for reference management purpose, and it helps you a lot because it has a very strong you can say the technology in it, and it will help you to organize with 2 GB space by the Mendeley on the server. So this is a very good tool, and I personally suggest to all the researcher or the author who are working on the different projects at the same means simultaneously. This tool can be very much helpful for them to organize research. You can say research document and also the organize all the research output. Now question is that what is Mendeley? Mendeley is basically a company in UK which provides product and services for academic research writing. It is most known for its reference manager, which is used to manage and share research papers, and also to generate bibliographies for scholarly articles. Originally, it was developed by 3 German researchers, Paul Faulkner, Victor Henning, and Jan Reset. Later, it was initially released in the year 2008, month of August, but later in 2013, it was adopted, purchased by Elsevier. So now the Mendeley is the product of Elsevier, and the latest version of the stable release is 1.19.5, which was released in 2019. And you can find other detail of Mendeley at the website www.mendeley.com. I will share this PPT with Mr. Pradeep, and I'll request that if he feels to share with all the participants, he can share with all the participants later. The Elsevier adopted in 2013. It has Mendeley has the software for desktop version. It is also available for different cross-platform, like it can be used in the window in offline mode. It can be used in the Mac OS as well as the Linux operating system. So the benefit you can get in 3 different platforms. So the possibility to use in the cross-platform, cross-operating system, it can be used, and you can also use in the offline mode where you can synchronize your output when you connect with your web dashboard, and all the files which you have integrated or which you have added to Mendeley library at localhost, it will get synchronized online, and later wherever you move out of your office or out of your home, you can access all those files in Mendeley library from anywhere in the world. Mendeley is also having some other important feature, like it has web importer, which allows you to import the record from while searching any document. It fetches, retrieves the metadata, and it will allow to add it in your Mendeley library, which further helps you to cite that particular source in your research writing in text citation, and also allows you to prepare bibliography based on the document you have already added in your Mendeley library. Apart from this, it provides an opportunity to integrate the citation with the help of Microsoft Word during your research writing, and also it helps with the helps to generate bibliography in your research writing if you are using Microsoft Word. Then Mendeley, not only this, Mendeley also helps you to find the different data set. You can say the research data set, which was generated by the different researchers around the globe, and millions of data set is available publicly to browse, and it can be used for your new further finding on any particular topic. And it also helps you to find, you can say, the research support, you can say funding. There are a lot of opportunities. People or organization, they have research funding to support the research. Only you have to submit your research proposal to these research funders in order to carry out your research. So you can browse the detail. I'll be showing you how you can do. Those who are looking for a career as means a research support service provider, they can find the career in with Mendeley. And in another way, I should say that Mendeley is also considered as a solution for research data management. It helps you to manage your research output in a very effective way. It has more than 90 million unique records in the domain. Allow you to do the literature search. It allows you crowdsource index of early articles with 90 million unique records. So you can imagine that if you're searching for any article or if you're searching for any document related to your research, I think you will get plenty of literature through this Mendeley catalog. So we will see that how we can do this and how we will find option to do this. Okay, let me move to the next slide. So in Mendeley especially, we are going to talk about how we can install Mendeley, how we can register, how to add document. Basically, there are four methods to add the document to library. One is single file. You can add a whole folder. You can keep the watch folder, and also you can add the document manually. Now you may be having that, why do I add the document in Mendeley? I'll discuss that point also. Then how you can do the literature in Mendeley, how to use Mendeley suggestion. This is very good option that if you are looking for some document or recommendation on your particular research area. So people working in the same area around the globe recommend, they can suggest the article related to your research work. Then how you can manage your Mendeley library with the available options in the Mendeley. Then how to export, import and merge document in Mendeley library, how to install MS Word plugin, how to cite references. Am I not audible? Is my voice not audible? Some of them are mentioning that they
It
are
is
not
clear.
getting
It
audible.
is very clear, sir. Please continue.
Thank you very much.
Very
Okay.
clear.
Then we will see that how to create a group and invite members to add in group. This is very, very important. Suppose I am writing article with the two authors. So every time I need to prepare my file and share through mail with my author or with my co-author. So to avoid that, Mendeley has a feature of creating one group, private group, where you can share your PDF file with all your two co-authors, and they will all have access at the same time, and they can edit the record, they can add their input, and that will be reflected in the same PDF file in the different, you can say, the color. So that will become very easy and possible for everyone to finish your research writing very effectively in less time. And we also will check that how we can do the duplicate checking, and we can invite member and lot many more. We will also talk about the citation style. So I just close this slide. I'm not going to show you PPT because this PPT is not will be able to help you. I'll directly take you to the dashboard of web version, where we will see that how we can create the Mendeley login, and we can use that. We can use that to use Mendeley. So in order to use Mendeley, first of all, you need to create one login ID, and already registered, so they need not to do that. But if you have not done registration on Mendeley, so first you have to do the registration and then we have to log in. So in order to create the login, we have to go to the Mendeley website, that is mendeley.com. When I go to this particular website, so it will provide me an opportunity to log in or create the new login ID by using this create a free account option. But suppose if I'm having the user ID and password, so I can directly go to sign in and I can log in here. So in my case, suppose I do not have logins, I just go to create a free account and it will open the portal where I'm supposed to enter my basic details. I have already logged in with my previous email ID. So means I use this ID. For your information, let me tell you, when you just create new user account, immediately after adding your email ID and password, immediately it will send one confirmation email to your registered email ID, and once you confirm, then again it will take you to the same page where you have to provide your role and the research area in interest of your research area. So after adding your profile, like suppose you are professor, you are librarian or manager, choose the particular profession means a role, and you choose your area of subject, and then move. So you'll directly come back to sorry, you will come back to this dashboard online, and here you can find all the options. But I'm not going to show you online because it may not be helpful for you to manage your article here. I will directly take you to the desktop version so that you can find it easy to work in the offline mode also, and later you can synchronize all your available data there in offline mode, and later it will come to this dashboard so you can access later from anywhere by logging to the Mendeley. So I just log out here. And now what I do, I will simply download the software, that is the desktop version for Windows. So that link you can find right directly on the top right corner of the Mendeley website. When you just go, you can find. Mr. Surchan, please confirm whether my Zoom is working or not. Is it showing in the Zoom mode? Are you able to see the Zoom mode?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check in the red color it is working. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it zooming properly?
Hello, sir.
Sir, when I'm zooming this window, is it working at your end? Are you getting my point? Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir, yes.
Then okay, I'll use the zoom feature also. Okay, so you can see that this and I take you to the installation page, which I have already downloaded. And so installation of the software is very, very easy. You don't have to do anything. I'll just share my the installation screen, so you will be able to see. Installation of the software is easy, and simply just double click on that software and it will allow you to move to the next window, and simply you click next and installation will get over. And after installation is over, it will ask you to provide email ID and password, and the same email ID which you have used to create the login ID which you have created at the time of registration, the same ID you have to use here to access the Mendeley desktop library at your Windows. So it is installing. I hope you all are able to see my desktop.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so it is going on. I have already installed, but I am reinstalling it. So I wanted you to see the process. It is very simple. You don't have to do anything, only simply download the software. And once it is over, simply click on finish. So once you click on finish, it will take, I think, some a fraction of second to start the Mendeley. And once it is ready, you have to log in with your ID and password. It is getting ready. I'll share the screen just a minute. All the participants, I request all of you to please don't mind. Please mute yourself so it will be easy for us to interact in a very effective way. If any one of you speak in between, so it will be very difficult for us to just continue. Okay. So now installation is over. I'm just going to share my desktop here. Yeah. Now I will log in with my credential which I have used for registration. Can you see screen? I think. Yeah. So I just use my user ID and password, and then I'll hit enter. It will take me directly to the desktop library of my Mendeley. First time when you are using, it will not have any document. But if you have already used before, so whatever document you have left in your Mendeley library, that will all be visible. So I'll just remove everything so that you will not have any problem in understanding. Okay. So in my desktop, there is nothing now. I'll remove everything for easy discussion and the understanding as well. Okay, so nothing is my desktop now, and you can see that my dashboard of the Mendeley is ready. Yeah. So here it is very easy to understand. Only the thing is that you have to know that how to work on this. You will easily understand all the process. You can see that at the left side, this is left pane which is divided into two parts. Let me show with my zoom, and I guess you are all able to see. At the left side, you can see that it is divided into two pane. That is the literature search, and this is my having all other options like all document added recently, added read my publication, and below that, these are for filtering. You may be having different options like author keyword, different authors, different tags, publication. So all these you can do from here. So this will help you to organize and locate the document effectively. In the middle pane, you can see that there is nothing right now, but this is the area where you will have lot of options which will help you to locate the document and also to cite the document with sort the document with different available options like author wise, title wise, year wise, when it was published, when it was added in your Mendeley library, and also there is an option that last time when did you read it. It will help you to locate the document and also to know that what is the current status of your document. And the right side, you can see that there is a third pane. This is your third pane which no, the metadata submit document this Mendeley library. Now the question you may be having, we want to add document to library. Okay, let me clarify that. The first thing that when we start our research, so in order to complete our research, first thing, two different searching, lot of literature search we perform, and we may get lot of records. So as we discussed that Mendeley is a reference management tool, or you can say the citation management tool. This citation management will work only when whatever the document you have searched and you are trying to refer, if you are trying to cite them in your document and also prepare the bibliography for your research writing. So you have to add all those documents And based on these submitted documents, the Word document or Microsoft Word where you are writing your research proposal, it will allow you to cite the available resources in Mendeley library, and also it will help you to prepare the business at the end of your article or research writing or proposal. So for that reason only we need to add the document here. The benefit of adding document here in Mendeley library is, if you are adding any document to Mendeley library, it will automatically fetch the it will extract and automatically it will show at the right side in the third page. Let me show you how to add the data. As I said in the beginning that there are 4 methods to add the data or to add the file. One is, you can find at the top left corner, this is the file main menu. So when we go to main menu, you can find here this option file, and this file option will give you other options. So you have to click on this, and you can see that there are 4 options available: add file, add folder, watch folder, and add entry manually. So let me go ahead with the add file first. So you will get idea that how to add file. So here either you can add single file at a time, or also you can add multiple files. I mean to say that if you want to add 10 files at a time together, so you can do using this option. So let me click on add file, and when I click on add file, it will ask me where is document you want to add. So suppose I have performed some research, I have done some literature survey, and I want to integrate all those resources, all those items or articles in Mendeley library, and I'm writing the paper on that particular area, and I have done some literature search. So that I'm going to add here. Just a minute, I am adding the file. Yes. Okay, I take the example of, suppose this is my folder, and this file I'm going to add. So the moment I just add this file, only I have selected and I just click on. So you can see that the file is added, and the moment I click on this file, you can see the metadata already, it is extracted, and it is showing in the right pane of Mendeley. And it is showing that what is the title of the document, which type of document it is, whether it is journal article, whether it is book, or whether it is chapter of the book, or web page, whatever. There are many type of document listed here. I'll show you. And below that, you can find that which journal, in which year it was published, what is the volume, what is the issue number in pages. All these details, it will be extracted automatically by the Mendeley the moment you add file to the Mendeley library. So this is the advantage, one advantage of Mendeley library, that you don't have to look for the metadata, or you don't have to write manually in your Word document when you are citing. This particular method or this particular Mendeley library will help you to cite and also organize your bibliography in a very systematic way as per your citation style. Here, after adding the document, now you may find that some of the fields are missing, like the journal name is not given. So suppose, for example, I am adding here Journal of Documentation or Journal of Academic Librarianship. I have added journal name of the journal, already the volume, number of pages, issues. Abstract, if you find that abstract also to be added, so simply you can open that PDF file. Let me tell you that Mendeley library or Mendeley also works as a PDF viewer, PDF reader. Only you have to double click on the selected article, and it will open the PDF file in the same Mendeley library. And you can see that it is open. So if you find that abstract also should be the part of my metadata, so you can simply copy it. You can just copy it and you can paste in the metadata, means metadata of that particular document. And now you can see that abstract is also ready here. Now, here there is one option like tag. Okay, so This particular feature is very, very strong in nature, and I personally suggest if you are working at the same time on many articles, so please identify or separate these the name of those articles with the help of tag, so that it will be easy for you to identify those records which you are using for different articles. Let me take you one example here. I just give one cloud computing. I'll just mark it as a cloud computing. And the moment I just click outside, it will automatically create one tag with the name cloud computing, which I can see here in the filter option in my tag. And when I click on this my tag, you can see that it is showing only one record, because out of all records, it is having cloud computing tag in only one document, which I have assigned. Now, I'll just discuss this tag option more when we have more file in this Mendeley library. Let me just go back to the second option and show you that how we can add the whole folder, so that you will not have to add file one by one, or you don't have to select the file. Simply you select the folder and all the files associated with that folder will get integrated into Mendeley. So the process is very simple. You just click on file, go to the second option, that is the add folder, and it will open the it will ask you to open the folder location. You locate it, and then you just go to the respective folder, and there you have to select that particular folder which you want to integrate. I have chosen the cloud computing, and I click on OK. The moment I click on OK, now I realize and I feel that all my documents which are the part of my that folder, the files are getting added to the Mendeley library. And other benefit that the metadata also is extracted against each title which I have kept in my that folder. So you can see that I don't have to write the metadata portion separately. All these information will get extracted from the Mendeley whenever I add any document to my Mendeley library, and this my metadata is ready. So you can see that now means I am ready to cite all these resources which I have used to write my article, and it will help me to prepare the bibliography as well. But sometimes, suppose I find that some of the portions are missing. So this is my suggestion, that before proceeding, like the author is not here, so you can write the author, you can fill up all the detail complete, so that it will give you the exact means a proper citation detail as per your citation style which you have opted. And it will also help you to prepare bibliography in effective way. If you find that some of the like type is also missing, or it is not the journal article, it is the book, or it is the case study or computer program, conference proceeding, or encyclopedia article, whatever, there are plenty of document type listed here. So accordingly you can make changes and you can select it. Now I'll again come back to the tag. As I discussed, that first tag I allotted or assigned to my first article, which is having one tag. But suppose, just imagine that you are working on 3 different papers at the same time, and the content or the literature of all the 3 papers you have added here in this Mendeley library. You may find it very difficult to organize your library or locate the document, because all the documents means you have extracted here, and there is no bifurcation that you can find that this particular document belongs to that. It depends on only your experience. By seeing them you can understand, but there is another way that you can tag the document, and that will help you to locate all the document at one place the moment you select the tag. So let us assign one more tag to the second this one second article which I have added. For example, I have given here academic library. Now, the second tag I have assigned to the second article, and now I go to filter my record by tag. So there are 2 tags available, you can notice. One is the cloud computing and second one is the academic library. So if I click on academic library, now it can show me the particular article, and it is not showing all the articles, only it is showing the article which is having the academic library tag. Similarly, the previous tag which I assigned to the another work, it is showing only that that document which is having the cloud computing, and this is the cloud computing. This is the cloud computing document. I think I removed it or something. Okay, this is the document. I think I removed. So the tag you have to assign, and if it is having, then it will give you the exact information. It will locate the same document. In both the documents, it is academic library. So let me show you here the cloud computing or cloud technology. You can separate it by adding the semicolon also. So now it is having two tags. So if you go to the tag option now, you will be getting just a minute. The cloud computing, you just separate it by adding the semicolon and then cloud resources. I have given this. I just come out. So you can see that yeah. So now it is showing that the cloud computing, cloud library, there are three tags. So whenever I click on this tag, it will just locate my that document which belongs to this tag. So what I am trying to say here that this will help you a lot to bifurcate your research material which you have collected for different articles. Now I just go to the another option of adding the file to watch folder. This watch folder is very helpful uh, in that condition. Suppose today I have added all my search for my particular article which I am writing, but after one day or after you can say after 1 hour I get 5 more article on the my particular research topic. So what I do, I will have to add that article manually, and if I forget, I may miss that article. So to avoid that, there is an option called watch folder. This watch folder will keep eye on the recent items being added to the folder. So in that condition, the moment you add any document later in that folder, it will automatically get added to Mendeley library. You don't have to go and don't have to add manually. Only you have to just copy and paste in that folder. It will get automatically added to that Mendeley library. So let me show you that how to add. It is very simple. Simply select your folder and just select it as a cloud computing will be my watch folder, and just click on apply and click on OK. So the moment you finish it, now the that folder is synchronized as a watch folder. So later if I add any document to that folder, it will automatically be fetched by Mendeley library and will be added to this Mendeley library, and also it will extract the metadata. So this will save your time, and also you don't have to remember whether this document is added or not. Only you have to do one thing, that after searching, suppose more than one record, simply copy and paste in that folder. So this will save a lot of time, and also it will not create any confusion whether my document is added or not. So till now we have discussed the three options. Now the last option I am going to show, that is the manual. Sometimes it happens that any document which you are adding to library may not have the document metadata. So it will not extract any metadata right side. So in that case, what you can do, you can add manual entry. You can do the manual entry, or sometimes it may also happen that suppose I am having any video, or I am having any audio, or I am having any scanned document, for which if I add means the to Mendeley library, it may not have any metadata. So in that case, I have to add the metadata manually. Just go to add entry manually, and it will open the window where you have to choose the type of document which you are adding, It may be anything, it may be book, it may be journal article, it may be case study, whatever it is, it may be thesis or it may be book chapter. So whatever you are adding here, you need to select first. So accordingly, it will show the metadata field also. It is not like it will have all common metadata. All the documents may have different metadata field. Like if you are adding any computer program, so it may have the different metadata field. So accordingly, it has a metadata field by default. But if you feel still that some of the fields are not there, so that you can add, and I'll tell you that how to add the metadata field here, so that it will also help you to organize with the help of those metadata fields. So you can add here author name, journal, year, volume, everything, and click on save. So the moment you click on save, it will be the part of this list, and later you can use that particular information to cite in your research writing. So these 4 items I have discussed for means adding the document manually. Now I'm going to share you the exercises. The 4 exercises I will be sharing. I stop sharing and I'm just going to share the exercises which I have prepared, and I'll request all of you to just follow the exercises later. Yeah, let me share the exercises details. I think there is a limitation in this that I cannot share my folder. I'm sharing the file. Will it be possible to share the file? I'll just share it. Just please. So I share my files first, so it will be easy for you. Can you see the exercises? I think I'll stop. I'll share at the last because it is taking a lot of. Can you see the exercises now? Can please any one of you confirm, please?
No.
Yes,
It
yes,
is
sir.
not. No, it is coming.
Okay. So exercise number 1, you have to do that. You have to download the software. You have to install it in computer. Then you have to complete the registration, and also you have to remember your user ID and password. You have to see that how you are going to log in. In the share exercise number 2, you have to add the document. You have to take any PDF or any document which you feel that should be part of your Mendeley library from your computer, and also add one document manually and see how the metadata is added and how the metadata will be used in citation. And also you change the data of metadata in the third bin and observe the changes. In the third exercises, you just see that how the document is added with watch folder. Add one document with the help of your folder, then add the watch folder and also keep one file later and see whether it is getting added to your Mendeley library or not. So these 3 exercises you have to perform if you're doing it with me, and then I'll show you the next exercises. Now I'm just going to share my screen of the Mendeley desktop. Yeah. So now my Mendeley desktop is ready. I'm going to just share you the information about the left hand. You can find some other option like literature search. You can find my library. You can find groups, and you can find also how to create folders. So the first I'm going to start that how you can organize the documents in your library. You can see that so far we have listed I think more than 10 articles in my library. And now it's time to see that how it is sorted out, so that I can find my all documents in a proper way. So you can see at the top of Mendeley dashboard, there is an option of author, there is an option of title, there is an option of year, published in or added. click on author, that particular option, you will notice that it will arrange my all author in alphabetical manner. Now you see the author C, C, D, E. Likewise, it has arranged all my library author-wise. If I go and if I want my citation management software to arrange my title alphabetical order, simply I have to click on title and it will arrange all my article alphabetically. You can see it is arranging in the alphabetical order. Starting letter is A, then C, likewise. But if you feel sometimes we also require that I want to see that how many articles I have referred which were published in 2013 or 2012. What I have to do, simply I click on year and it will arrange all my article added to library year wise. Like you see, the first document was published in 2010, then 2012, 2012, 2012, 2013, 13, 2014. So these are the options which will help you to organize and also locate the document. If you're searching for any author wise, you're searching for title wise, you're searching for year wise, and also suppose you're searching for publisher wise. So the publisher also, if you click on published, then it will arrange alphabetical order. Sometimes we also need that, sometimes we forget that when I added all these documents, you do not remember. So you can, what you can do, simply click on added. So added, so here it is showing time because just now we added the document, so it is showing time. But suppose we have added these document 2 days back, so it will say the date also. So it will also help you to identify on which day I added the document. And apart from this, there is one more option, that is last read. Last read, what it will do, it will help you. Suppose I want to know that which article I left at the last. So what you can do, you can simply just click on last read and it will arrange whichever you have read first, and after that it will go in the alphabetical order. This will give you the clear information that which article I read just last and which article I read 2 days back or whatever. So these are the 5 options which will help you to organize your library. But apart from that, there are 2 other options which will help you to give more specific organization of the document, and that is the favorite option. And this you can do with the star option. You can notice that against each title there is a button with the star mark. So suppose I want to mark it as a star, which will turn into yellow color, and I want to mark these 3 as my favorite document because these 4 documents are related to my article, or my whole idea of research is based on these 4 articles. So if you assign them star mark and click on star on the top, so you can notice that it will arrange all the star marked article at the top. So this will help you to locate your favorite document in your library. Sometimes you may have more than 100 records in your Mendeley library. That time it will be very, very difficult for you to locate or find which are my favorite documents, or you will have to pay full attention in order to search the document for your Mendeley library. But this star mark will help you to identify and also arrange the document in alphabet properly at one page, one by one. There is another option, that is the PDF icon. This PDF icon will help you to understand whether this metadata is having the PDF file or not. It may also happen, suppose you are not adding any document through your computer and you are directly downloading the metadata information from Google or any search engine with the help of web importer. I'll show you how to do that. So in that case, what will happen? That document which you are trying to extract from the web importer, that may or may not have the PDF file. So in that case, that will help you to understand whether my document or whether this metadata is having any PDF along with the metadata or not. So it will clarify that these documents have PDF file, this metadata that does not have PDF file. Now the another option I'm going to show you, that is you can see that is coming in the, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Oh, I request, please mute yourself. please.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please mute your mic. Mute your mic, please.
Please mute yourself. Hirak, Mr. Hirak. Hello, Mr. Hirak. Remove,
Yes, yes,
remove the person.
yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we are going to see that sometimes it may happen that the document which I am reading. So I want to know that which article recently I read. So as I mentioned in the beginning that this Mendeley library has also option to work as a PDF reader. So any document which you are having in your Mendeley library, just double click on that and you will notice that particular document is open in your Mendeley library and you can go through your article. And now if I close this, suppose I close this and I go to left side, recently read. So you can see that I read 2 articles so far out of my Mendeley library, out of all documents available in my Mendeley library. So it clearly means it clearly says that out of all documents available in library, I have read only 2 documents so far. So this will help you to understand which document is left unread so far. Now, if I click on favorite option at the left side, you can see only it is showing those article details which are marked by me as a star or favorite document. So these are the options at the left. Organize the document or organize the library, a Mendeley library in a proper way. Now the next option which I am going to show you, that is the my publication. Sometimes it may happen, you'll be happy to know that Mendeley also provides the option to associate with your publication. Suppose I am having any published article, I want to associate with the Mendeley library or Mendeley. So what it will do, it will associate with your publication and you will have the view on your article by the researcher around the globe, and that will also track the number of citation, number of views, everything. So suppose if you want to associate any document, like I have 2 publications which I want to associate with Mendeley, so I simply click on this and it will ask me to add the document. So I simply click this document open, and when I click on this, it will ask the final confirmation whether you want to add it or not. So if I click on agree, if I click on agree, you can see that under my publication, it has started showing one which is my publication in my name. By the, I have taken this as an example. This is not my paper. So this publication is my paper, which is associated with Mendeley, and now people working with Mendeley or those who are the member of Mendeley or those who are in your friend group or circle, they will have a opportunity to view your publication through Mendeley. So this will increase your, you can say, this will give you the oversight or the detail about how many times it has been viewed by the researchers around the globe, how many citation it has, everything. I'll show you later that how it works. Leaving it now and moving to the next one. Next option is the create folder. It is very similar to tag, only the difference is that you can identify all the document and keep in one folder just like you keep in your computer. So for example, I just create one folder with the name cloud computing, and now I go to all document and I find that this document belongs to my folder cloud computing. Suppose let me create one more folder with the name bibliometric. So what will happen? Suppose I may be having or I may be working at the same time more than 2 article or more than 3 articles, and I have searched all the literature for my study, free study. And now what I can do, I can create 3 folder here, and all the documents related to different study, I can place them by dragging simply and leaving over the just folder. So it will get added to that particular folder, and when I click on that folder later, so it will show only those documents which are having the cloud computing document, it will show accordingly. When you click on all document, it will show the full list available in the Mendeley library. But when I click on cloud computing, all those documents which I kept in cloud computing, it will be shown only these two because I have added two. Similarly, if I just add the document in the this bibliometric, so if I click on bibliometric now, it is showing only one document. So this is the beauty of this folder, which will allow you to organize your document separately with the help of folder, and you will not find any difficulty in organizing or writing your paper through Mendeley with the help of Mendeley. Okay, now I am going to discuss about the create group. This create group will allow you to create 2 types of group, and that is the public group and the private group. The difference between public group and private group is that public group allows the open discussion and reference sharing with any one member of the Mendeley. But as far as the private group is concerned, this will be the closed discussion group with the sharing of PDF files. As I mentioned in the beginning, that suppose 3 authors are working on the same topic. We 3 are co-authors, and we are working on the same research area. Or let me give you another example. Your supervisor is there and you are there. You are working on the your research proposal or your thesis. You can simply create that PDF. You can upload that, which will be the in sharing mode in the private closed discussion group. Your supervisor also can see that this is in PDF file, and you can also see at your end whatever changes is made by your supervisor, that will be reflected in the different color, and whatever changes you as a researcher are making, that will be reflected in the same PDF file in different color. It will increase the you can say the process of your research work, because your supervisor, whatever you are doing, will be able to watch constant on regular basis, and also will advise you wherever you have to make changes. So these 2 groups will help you a lot in order to just carry out your research in a very effective way. Now the third option, that is the invited member only. This is also the part of public group, but it is only for the approved members who can post. Suppose any member is willing to post, so this group will allow posting only once you are approving the post to allow the member, a particular member, part of this group. So these are the 3 groups which will help you to improve the research visibility, or you can say the research output, for better output you can say, and it will help you to organize your content in a very effective way. Now I am going to just discuss the filter option to find the data, find the article from this library which you have added. The first one is the author keyword. You might have noticed that whenever we are adding any document to library, it is extracting all the metadata at the right side. And you also might have noticed that each document may or may not have the keyword. See, these are the keywords. So what Mendeley does, based on these keywords, it automatically creates one list of author keywords. And suppose I am searching the document on efficiency, or any document, like I am searching for the problem. So wherever it gets the keyword problem mentioned in the document, then it will show the document in the library. This is the beauty of author keyword. You can filter your library with the author keywords. Second option is the author, that will automatically extract all the author of submitted document in your Mendeley library, and it will list here, so that you can find the author wise also. You can find the document author wise also. On the similar pattern, we discussed already the tag. if you have assigned any manual tag to any document, so this will create the list of the tags here. Whenever you click on any particular document, so you can see it is showing only those documents which is having the particular assigned tag. So this is also the filter available, which will help you to locate the document. Sometimes also it may happen that author keyword does not have that particular keyword. So you can assign your own tag to this document, and it will help you to filter the document out of library. And the last one is the publication. Suppose you're searching or trying to filter that how many items or articles I'm having published by International Journal of Computer Science Issues. So this you can see, if I select this particular publication, it will show the document related to this publication. So these are all filter you can use for organizing your document. Now I'm going to show you the another very important option, and that is that how you can annotate in the document. That is very, very important in the beginning, and just now we discussed that we can also write in the PDF. So it is very simple. Select the article and ensure that this article is having the PDF. You can identify the article by seeing the PDF file here. Simply double click on this and it will open the PDF file in the Mendeley library itself. Now suppose I just go through the article and I find that okay, this portion is okay, and I will include in my introduction, in my research proposal. I can include in my the introduction part. So you can select this and you can set the color. So you can see this is the selected color. And now if I just anywhere click in the selected area, it will open again the supporting options. You can change the color also. Suppose because you may be selecting different portion in the different the same file, so you can select the color, and also you can write. Suppose I may forget after some time that which portion I am going to use in my article, so I can write that I have selected this portion for adding in my introduction part. So next time when you come back to this file, and suppose I come back to this file after some time, after 2 days, this portion will remain saved in this color, and when I move my mouse over this particular area, I will easily understand that this portion I have decided to include in the part. Similarly, if I go down, if I find that this portion is I have to use in my another portion, and I just add like research methodology or methodology. That how you can create in the PDF file. Similarly, I can do this like literature search. So what will happen that if you forget also, suppose I forget after some time that I read this article, but which portion I have had in my research writing proposal or my publication or my article, so that this will help you to remember that okay, this portion I have taken for literature review from this article. So this is very effective way to memorize or to have our the arrangement of your thought in your document. Okay, now I close this document, and the beauty of this particular annotation is that it remains safe. And if I just do not double click, I simply go to the right pane and click on notes. So when I select this document, I can see there are 3 notes available, and the first one, that this portion I use for introduction, then Mendeley, then literature review. It means I can understand that this document is having 3 notes, and to see that I simply double click on this, and I can find that there are 3 notes available in this document, and I can just open that document note, and I can see that what I have to do further. So this is the advantage of annotation annotation in the PDF file. And I can mark all my area where I have used this particular area in my research article I'm going to use. So these are all about the further means how we are organizing our thought, how we organize our library. Now I just go to the literature search and I'm just going to show you that how you can search. Suppose we do a lot of literature search, but it also helps you to just swim in the catalog of millions of records of the Mendeley. And for example, I will simply type cloud computing and hit enter. You can notice that it has fetched 1,13,321 information within fraction of second. And you will find the moment you just select any document, at the right side you can see this is the 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 metadata portion with all detail. Any document, any means list, if I just click on, I can see the changes at the right. All the documents is having are having the metadata detail. And now suppose I see that a view of cloud computing, it is useful for my purpose. So I can simply go at the right side and click on save reference. The moment I click on save reference, I can go to the all document and I can find that particular save reference in my document. You see, a view of cloud computing, it is added. I'm coming to that portion, how to cite this article. I'm just coming to that after this only. Please don't be in hurry. Let us go one by one. So this view of cloud computing, it is now has extracted all the information. It is added to my library. But you see that it does not have the PDF file. Okay. So either you can arrange the PDF file and attach later by clicking on the add file here. You can see at the in the metadata pane, there is an option called adding file. You can simply click on add file and later when you add the find the article, you can add attach to this metadata. So this is the method to add or literature search, which will allow you to search many record and add in your Mendeley library. Now let's see in the next option that how we can cite all these in our Word document. That is more important because the purpose of discussion of the reference management tool is to how to cite the reference management, how to cite the documents available in the Mendeley library, and also how to prepare the bibliography. So to do that, there is a option. You just go to the menu bar and find tool. Inside the tool, there is a option called MS Word plugin. By default, install. Let me uninstall it, so it will be easy to clear the doubt. I uninstall it. Now again I go to tools and I find that the plugin is not installed. So suppose I click on install MS Word plugin. So what it will do, it will install a Word plugin. And now if I go and see that, now it is installed. Now I have to see that how I can cite in Word document. So suppose let me take one document and I open the Word document. Where, suppose this is my article where I'm writing, and now I have to cite in my this article which I'm writing, and also I need to prepare the bibliography. So for that I have to open the Word and also ensure that your Mendeley library is open. When you are working in your article, you have to ensure that your Mendeley is working. So you see that my document is open now, and this is my text which I have. This is the part of my research writing, and now I have to cite in this document. So let me just write here references. So we will see that how to prepare the bibliography. So here you can see that let us see how we can cite. In order to
not visible.
okay, sir. Okay. I'll just share this one. Okay. Is it visible now, sir?
Not now. It is coming.
Not, sir.
It will
Okay, now visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh. So this is my Word document, and I'm going to cite. So what I do, I simply go to the references in the Word, and I can notice that there is a one plugin added to my Microsoft Word, that is the insert citation. I can find the logo of Mendeley above insert citation text, and also I can see open Mendeley here. It means my Mendeley plugin is installed, and I click on insert citation. The moment I click on insert citation, it will open one box, and I click here the title, for example, whatever I have to cite. But before that, you have to ensure that where you have to cite. Suppose I choose and I select this portion. I keep my cursor over here. I go and click on insert citation. I type the author name or title, and it will show from my library that these are the documents of your library, whichever you have added in Mendeley library. So recently we added one view of cloud computing. I just select this and click OK. So the moment I click OK, now you can sense here, you can see that it has added the number. But it is showing the number. Why? Because the citation style is selected as a IEEE. Suppose I want to take it as a American Psychological Association. See here. So I choose this American Psychological Association, and it will change as per the API style. Lee, 2013. Now just let us cite the second source. I go to the second option. I go to the insert citation. I just type the author name this time, and I find this author document. I click OK. So likewise, wherever you want to cite, just go and cite all the document. After citation, for example, you have cited this, just click OK. So we have cited. It's time to prepare the bibliography. Suppose you have finished everything. Suppose you have finished everything, just go at the end and keep your cursor where you want to prepare the bibliography. Also, ensure that your citation style is okay. Now just click on insert bibliography, and now you see your bibliography is ready as per the API style. So how fast it is, and also helpful in organizing your bibliography with a single click, and also to cite the detail cite the information in your research article. So I guess I have cleared you that how to cite and how to prepare the bibliography. In between, suppose for example, in between you want to add between two citations, so you can also add another, and automatically it will adjust here the bibliography. You don't have to do anything. Suppose you have you have changed your suppose the publisher says that no, you have to cite as per IEEE or Chicago manual style. So you choose the Chicago manual style, and automatically everything will get changed. You don't have to do anything. Only the thing is you have to ensure that how to means before that you have to add all the document to your Mendeley library, and you have to cite through Word, through insert citation. Okay, so this is, I think I have made it clear. This is the way to insert the citation, and how this is the way to insert the citation, also prepare the bibliography. And somebody is asking how to cite the article. This is the method I am telling you, that to cite the article. Whatever the article we added to your Mendeley library, it is automatically taking the detail from there only, the author name and the year as per the API style it has taken, and based on your metadata available in the Mendeley desktop library, it has prepared the bibliography as per the Chicago manual. If I change it to our APA, it will automatically change the APA. So all this I am doing based on the Mendeley library. Later, if I add any information, and suppose you do not have the in between, you find that you have to add manually, So you have to add manually. Site software cannot do anything in that. This is in-text citation where we have added the citation and also we have the bibliography. Okay, now I'll take you back to your Mendeley, this one. So now I'm coming back to your these exercises. Now the next exercise all of you have to perform, that is how to do the literature search. I think this is the this one exercise. Please see, and later you can do. You have to do some literature search from the Mendeley literature search catalog. You also add any search result document to Mendeley library. You change the metadata text of added document, add some unique tag, add any URL, add author name, and see the changes after making or adding the document to that. And next exercise will be that how you are going to manage your library. We discuss all the options, how to use a star mark, how to organize the library with the help of author, title, year. So this is the practice to you all. You have to perform. Now I'll just show you the other options available with the Mendeley, and we have to finish other option that we have to discuss the academic ethics also. So we will go little quickly after this. So almost I have discussed all the important points except two. The two are that suppose sometimes it happens that we have added the same document twice or thrice. So it may create confusion because when you do the in-text citation at the time of citation in your document, what will happen? It will fetch both the record if you search with the author or title. So to avoid that, what you can do, you can perform the duplicate check. You go to tool, click on check for duplicate, and if there is any duplicate document available in this, it will identify and it will ask you to merge those two files as a single one. So it will not have the duplicate record and you will not get confused that why this record is coming in my Mendeley library twice. The another option is the web importer. This is also very good feature and option which will help you to fetch the data and also sync the data with your Mendeley library. This is plugin. Just click on install web importer. It will directly take you to the browser, and there it will show you the, I guess you will not be able to see the screen. Then I'll stop it and I'll share my screen of the browser. Okay. So you can see that when I click on install web importer, you see here that web importer is asking me to install the plugin. So this plugin I will install, get web importer for Chrome. The moment I click here, it will start installing. It is very easy to install. There is nothing to do in this. Simply just whatever the question it is asking, simply follow that. Since I have already installed, and you can see at top right corner the Mendeley icon where my mouse cursor is. This is the Mendeley web importer icon. After installing, it will appear here on the top right corner of your browser. I am using Chrome, so it is showing here. If you are using Mozilla or any other browsers, accordingly it will show there only, but it will search the plugin for your respective browser. So this is the option to add. Now let us see that how we can search the document and add the document to Mendeley library with the help of web importer. So to do that, first I search any document, like I search cloud computing, and I search cloud computing. I gave file type :PDF and I hit enter. So what it will do, wherever it finds cloud computing with PDF, So it will show those records only. You can see all these are having PDF. I just click on any document and it will open this PDF. And once it is open, I can go to this Mendeley web importer icon and I just click on this web importer button. The moment I click on web importer button, it will ask me to sign in with the same login ID and password. Once I log in, see it is asking me to sign in. I just click on sign in. I go to the login. It will user ID and password, and it will connect to Mendeley library. And once it is added, you will see the change here in the web importer option. It will start showing the metadata detail along with your PDF. If the PDF is available, it will show that PDF is available. If the PDF is not available, it will show that PDF is not available, the document. Now you see here, add PDF file if available, and it is also showing cloud computing and overview. So in order to add, I simply have to click on add and it will get added to my Mendeley library. So this is the beauty of web importer. If you are searching thousands of documents and you find 10 documents useful, you don't have to copy and paste in your Mendeley library. Simply use the web importer and it will search the document, it will extract the metadata, and also PDF is available. It will directly take you to the Mendeley library. So this is the option which you can use for adding the document. And you can also download this PDF file and add manually. There is also possibility that if you download this PDF file, keep in the folder and add it directly through Mendeley library. So this is the option of adding the document through web importer. I again stop the sharing and I take you back to the Mendeley library. Okay, this is my Mendeley library. I am back to the Mendeley library. Okay, so all the important points I have discussed, and now there is one option that is suppose I want to install some citation style which is not available in the Mendeley, though it has all kind of citation style which is being used around the globe, but still if you find there is a citation style not listed in this and you have to submit your document based on that citation style. So in that case, you can use that citation style, you can install it. So for that, you need to click on option and you can not here. I'll take you to this view and citation style. I just click on more style. And the moment I click on more style, I can see that all my citation which are installed, which will be visible in the installed. But if I see that I want to search some other style, so I have to choose get more style, and you can see that this style it is showing. And for example, I want to use Acta Medica, so I choose this and I click on install. So this particular Acta Medica, this particular the citation style will get installed in Mendeley, and if I want to use, simply I have to click on use this style. So in that way we can use the different citation style, and also we can change the citation style in the Mendeley. So I have covered everything. Some of the portion which is not available here, so that I'm just going to show you in the web dashboard. Like you can also search the different data set available in the Mendeley. Data set is the meaning of data set is as I discussed in the beginning that means before you start working your research area, there might have been some researcher who have already done some work. So in that case, what will happen that those data sets, the publisher, they preserve it and they keep it so that the new researcher who are going to work on the same area, they can find the data set and they can get the idea. They can work on they can work on those area. They can work on that particular data set. Okay, so that is one option we are going to see, and another that you can also find the carrier. You can also get the recommendation or suggestion from the open community of the Mendeley and around the globe, who are working around the globe on the different topics. So I just stop sharing and I'll directly take you to the Mendeley web dashboard. And I'll share this. Okay, so this is my, I think it is, this is my dashboard, and I will be using the dashboard with the same user ID and password. I'll just click on sign in. If I'm already logged in the Mendeley desktop, generally it gets automatically signed in, and you can see that my dashboard is ready. All the folder, everything, whatever you have used there, it will be visible here. You can use in the similar pattern what you have been using in the offline means desktop of the Mendeley. Now, at the top of the dashboard, you can see that there is an option of feed. The option feed, what it does, I think you are all aware that the meaning of the feed is that whenever there is any new research has taken place in that particular area which you have given at the time of registration. As you remember, I mentioned that when you create the login ID and password, it gives you an option to choose your role and also provide your research area. So when you choose the research area, whenever any development is taking place in that area, it will fetch the detail and it will give the information that this development has taken place. And also you will be getting mail in your registered email ID on regular basis that these are the new article added to Mendeley. This is very a good feature of Mendeley, which keeps updating you about the latest development taking place in your research area. Similarly, this is the library where you have been working in the desktop mode. It will show all your records which you have used there. Here also, it will show all the data which you have used in public, means offline mode. You see here, yeah, all the details will come here. Then you can use the suggest option. The suggest option will allow you to add one file. First, you need to add one file which is relevant to your study, and on the basis of your submitted article, the Mendeley will find the interesting article relevant to your study or similar article, and it will keep suggesting you on regular basis if any development is taking place. Now I'm going to show you the data set, which is I just clicked on data set and it is opening, which is having the millions of data set which the researcher, they can find and they can use it. You see here, this is the data set. You can search here and you can find find research data. So it is having 4.1 million data set from the domain specific and also the cross domain repository. So this will give you the lot of clue about your different research area. You can also find the carrier if you are looking with the help of your carrier. You can also get the funding. Yeah, you can also get the funding, and this funding only you will get when you submit the research proposal. And you can see that find opportunity, there is an option, and here you can submit your research proposal or whatever means criteria. There are different criteria there, area, and you can see that the dates are also given. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. So there are 21,672 funding opportunities available. You just explore your funding availability and you can apply accordingly your research proposal. If the funder finds it relevant, they may offer or they may give you the research fund to carry out your research with ease. Now I just want to give you some other very important option, and that is the setting and privacy. That will give you more clarity that suppose how much space the Mendeley is giving. And as I mentioned that you can change the role and discipline. You can later also. So you see by default my academic status or role is librarian. If you want to change later, you can change it here. And also your discipline or interesting area you can choose from here. And then you can change your password. Now let me go to subscription at the left side of the Mendeley. By default, this free version, this is not open source. Mendeley is not open source software. It is a free software which provides you space on their server up to 2 GB. And you can see the space utilization also will be visible as and when you just come to this. And it will allow you to share 100 MB space in case you are collaborating with a different author. So it will allow you to share the space, and in case you want to upgrade it, there is some nominal charge for upgrading around more than $4, $4.99. So this you can use for upgrading. You can per month pay $4.99, which will give you 5 GB personal library space where you can arrange all your documents. So that is the paid version option also available, paid package. And then there are some other privacy options available here. If you want to see everyone your profile, you can do, or you can only to share your privacy or profile with the follower. Then you can change your profile, notification, job preferences, everything is given here. You can explore more because we have to discuss the academic ethics. So I will switch over to the academic ethics. But before that, I will be sharing with you the some other files also share content.
Certain sorting recipes. Actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I will just stop sharing this, and the exercises I have already shared. So all of you, my request is all of you, please just finish these exercises whenever you get time. This will help you to understand Mendeley in better way. And if you have any query or question, you can ask me, or I have to continue the session. So I will continue with my other slide. So